This time we covering some truly fascinating stories. We take a look at the picture that is captured with a nearly 35-year-old lens. We will remember a real legend in the underwater photography or cinematography world, and we take a look at an Isotta housing for the DJI Osmo 6. This and more in this episode. Have fun! Hello to Rigged and Ready, the Pixel Dive. Here we talk everything underwater photography, and every couple of weeks I have a new segment as well, where I cover everything that happened within the last couple of weeks. This time, like I said earlier, we have some exciting new housings. We have sadly to say goodbye to a real legend, but first of all let's start with a really nice picture that is captured with a pretty old lens. And this picture has proven that a vintage lens still has a place in the modern underwater photography world. It's a picture of his colleague Michael while he is collecting microorganisms from a whale shark off the coast of Western Australia. To get the shot, Robert used a Nikon Z8, pretty modern camera, in an C-cam housing, pretty expensive as well, so everything as usual. But the lens is more important, and the lens is a nearly 35-year-old vintage fisheye lens, and this is quite unique because you have to do some adapting to get the lens on the camera, and as well you have to use manual focus and everything else, so you don't have many helps in this situation. So the whole setup is quite unique, and to capture this image shows that the setup isn't as important as the person behind the camera. Yes, the Z8, yes, the C-cam housing, both are cameras or equipment parts from a higher value, but you have to take a look at the whole setup. And especially a 35-year-old vintage lens isn't quite that what you would call a modern high-end lens, so it's pretty nice to see what kind of pictures you can get with such an old lens. The underwater filmmaking community has lost one of its legends. Doug Allan passed away in April at age 73. During his remarkable career, he received multiple awards, including 8 Emmys for his outstanding work. He contributed to documentaries like Blue Planet and helped to inspire many generations of young filmmakers or ocean enthusiasts in any situation. To get a bit more cheerful in the next chapter, we will take a look at the Isotta housing for the DJI Osmo 6. It's a new housing because the DJI Osmo 6 is not quite capable of diving like every other action cam on the market. So this housing will help you, and it's even nice for tech divers because you can go up to 200 meters of depth, which is pretty high for such a small camera. And it's pretty nice because you have like an additional sun shield at the back to have a better visibility of the LCD screen. In the front you can attach several wet lenses from different manufacturers like Insta360, like GoPro or anything else. The price is around $570, pretty high, but for 200 meters of depth you need a pretty sturdy housing, so the price will hold up to its value. If you want this, it's on another paper. Usually, I think the most divers will get everything done with the standard housing that you can buy for way less money. But if you are in the tech community, you probably need this kind of housing. And speaking of action cams, currently I'm testing the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 on my main channel from videographers as well as photographers standpoint. Would you like to see an underwater focused video on this channel as well? Let me know in the comments down below. And as last part, like every news video, we take a look at what new housings are available. For the Nikon ZR, we have several new housings. We have Isotta, C-cam and Salty Surf. Never heard of them before. They have announced housings for the ZR, so we have a pretty good starting point if you want to start with this camera. The Sony a7R6 came out a couple weeks ago, and now we have the first housings available as well. We have Sea Frogs and Isotta, but the Isotta one isn't really available right now. The Sea Fox housing is announced and you can buy it right away. So you can use Sony latest high-end product underwater directly. And if you are tired to buy a new housing every time you get a new camera, check out the video next to me. There I show you easy dive and how they can help you prevent this problem, and you will save much money in the long run. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to help me get this channel more known in the world, and feel free to share it with your friends in your dive communities so the word spreads out that underwater content on YouTube is relevant, and maybe YouTube will learn it one day as well. And if you stayed all the way to the end, write "it's not a camera" in the comments down below so I know you were here. See you next time.